That's it. I mean, it just looks beautiful.
Oh, Jim, dope art.
I need to know if this...
Okay, here. Then I know what we need to do. I figured it out. I see. How about we start making math and science super fucking hype? So instead of this lame-ass picture here, put it on a pair of titties. You gotta watch the Neil deGrasse Tyson response to Terrence Howard. I don't know. You know what, here. I'll start it because I'm kind of curious. I just don't really like Neil deGrasse Tyson, to be honest. I've said that for like 5 years now. I used to really like Neil deGrasse Tyson when I was in college, but I can't stand his Twitter. That made me really dislike the guy.
I recently learned I got name-checked by Terrence Howard on his recent appearance on Joe Rogan.
I reached out to Neil deGrasse Tyson. He was like, hey man, yeah, I'd love for you to come on my show, do my radio, do my TV thing. Would love that. I was like, yeah, but I've got something I want to introduce to you.
I got name-checked because 8 years ago, he sent me a 36-page treatise.
And it was only 36 pages.
So this is Terrence Howard attempting to reinvent mathematics and physics. A little backstory.
Successfully, too, by the way.
I took initial interest in Terrence because my mother said to me, do you know Terrence Howard? I said, yeah, I know. You mean the actor? She said, yeah. Well, I heard him interviewed on NPR. On there, he said that, like, when he was a kid, he wanted to be, like, a scientist and study the universe. I said, well, that's cool. Okay, maybe we'll get him on Star Talk. We love talking to celebrities who have a soft, geek underbelly. At the time, I didn't quite know how to get him.
So then he's just going to go through that and dunk on it, I'm sure. Let's see what the comments are saying now. Because when this initially came out, all the comments were like, man, Terrence Howard is a fucking genius. Man, Terrence Howard really gets it. I didn't realize he was so intelligent. Meanwhile, he's actually just talking about gobbledygook. 1 times 1 equals 2. I've reinvented sacred geometry with a hydrogen proton. Selling drones to Uganda based on the hydrogen proton geometry, which the drones don't exist. They turned on him. I still remember the day, well actually the 3 or 4 days after this episode came out, people were like, man, Terrence Howard is so fucking smart, look at what he said and look at what he did. And all the comments were on his side and shit about like, damn, so deep. I knew we couldn't trust math. But Charlie, he invented virtual reality, check out his patent. Oh, I know. Not only did he invent virtual reality, he invented the very fucking dimension in which we inhabit while he was still in his mother's womb. Thanks, membership, Shadow. I have not seen In a Violent Nature, and I know that's the POV horror movie, though. Thanks, your Stinky. Yep, Final Shape seems very good, and I will play through it at some point with Jackson, I believe. Thanks to Tier 1O. I have not looked at Deformed yet. Thanks, membership, Isaac. Did you know he has memories from the womb? I know. He's just built so different. No, I'm making a new build for Elden Ring. Maybe I'll just start Elden Ring tomorrow. Fuck it. Maybe we'll just do another playthrough starting tomorrow. Or, if not tomorrow, Saturday. I might be doing something tomorrow. I'm not sure yet. Either tomorrow or Saturday, I'll just start the new Elden Ring playthrough. Before DLC. Would you debate Terrence Howard on his math? Sure. I feel like anyone would be more than willing to. But I also feel like if someone's going to debate Terrence Howard, it shouldn't be me. Because that would immediately bring Terrence Howard, that was supposed to be the guy reinventing math, down to the level of just a fucking goober streamer content creator. That's who I'll debate, that guy. I'll display my math prowess against that guy. No, not actual mathematicians, please, God, no. Thanks to the Prime H-Bomb. But I'd be more than willing to. It is completely indefensible with 1 times 1 equals 2. The only way he gets away with that is by spamming buzzwords that actual Neanderthals think mean something. No matter what you do, no matter what you say, no matter what, you can never show that 1 times 1 equals 2. But you can always show that 1 times 1 equals 1. It's the easiest demonstration ever. And the only way Terrence Howard weasels his way out of it every time is just with nonsense quantum buzzwords. But I'd be more than willing to. That'd be great. If you debated him, you should just out-buzzword him. Oh, I'd be dropping so many buzzwords on him just to, like, throw him in, like, some kind of fucking stun lock. Mr. Howard, please stop bloviating. It's like you haven't even considered the Bose-Einstein paradox. As, of course, you know this is elementary. And he'd be like, Bose-Einstein? Higgs boson? True, Cat. I think that's what did it. Bring up the Kundalini. What a throwback. The fucking Kundalini. Damn, I haven't researched the Kundalini in years. It's been years. A lot of it's going to come down to luck, Scab, but consistency is about all you can really control. Yeah, no, that's how we got to this, because I know Neil deGrasse Tyson just responded to it. I just haven't watched the response. Action Bronson believes in Terrence Howard. Oh my god. Wait, is it a joke? Wait, is this real?
The Joe Rogan.
What in the actual fuck?
First of all,
I understand it though.
I kind of understand it.
I understand.
I mean, it made sense.
To me, he's making me believe.
He's way too smart to just be making everything up. Like there's no way he just make
this fucking genius. You can't just make up 1 × 1 = 2. That's that you can't do it. That's inconceivable.
He's a lunatic. Like I've heard people say,
you can't just come up on that.
He's making things. I'm like, I don't think that's correct. He knows too much. No. So
I like how Joe Rogan immediately believes that Terrence Howard remembers being in his mother's womb and waving at his hand. He named his hand in his mom's womb before he had any concept of words or anything. In pitch darkness, he named his fucking hand and called it his friend in his mom's womb. He knows so much.
Is he correct? I don't know. And then that's what has to happen is Terrence Howard has to sit down with someone who's an academic, someone who's got a PhD,
like Joe Rogan or Action Bronson,
and they can have a discussion, and you can see what he really knows and just what he can say to me. Right? To me, it all makes sense, but I'm a moron.
No, you're not.
Super true. Super true.
A physicist, someone who actually can understand what these computations mean and what he's trying to say about 1 + 1.
Oh, you're asking hard questions, OMG.
By 1
That's multiplication now.
No
it's
mathematics.
Scary.
Everything is bullshit. I believe that.
Brother, what you're talking into is the result of mathematics, Action Bronson. It's all bullshit. Math's not real. It's also wrong.
I wasn't good in algebra.
No shit.
I see it more in a linear way, not a linear way, a different way than him, like more similarly to him.
Right. Well, I would imagine
that then
there's probably more to all these things.
Those fucking toys he made, the figures,
even our mathematics. Like, as brilliant as the people are,
I've never actually listened to Action Bronson speak or anything. Is this guy just actually a fucking imbecile, or is this a joke? Is he playing a character? Is this real? I'm getting half chat saying he's trolling, and the other half are saying no, he's actually just really fucking dumb. I just don't know enough about Action Bronson as a person. I can't tell. Appreciate it, Free Will.
We've created all the formulas that everyone's studying. I would imagine that in the future they're going to have even better methods of figuring things out, and that all these things are going to evolve, that they're not perfect, and that they're going to just like continue to evolve. And if we want to get to like what alien civilization looks like, we want to get to like super insane levels of technology where they control all of the atmosphere, they literally can harness the power of stars. Like, there's so much work to do. Like there's so much everybody has to figure out. And if Terrence Howard somehow or another, if it's the craziest story ever, and Terrence Howard is like literally one of the smartest guys that ever lived, and he's got all these genius ideas and inventions. And even though he seems it seems just insane that this is coming from an actor, This is from the Hustle and Flow guy? What?
Hey, listen,
This is from the Iron Man guy? What?
He was in Boomerang back in the day with
What?
Eddie Murphy. In fucking Sunset Park, he was Spaceman. Like, he has range.
And then he's up here
like
talking
a
about-
modern day Daniel Day.
Yeah, he's a great actor, but it's just because he's so smart. And then he's talking about how the periodic table's all fucked up, and this is what's you're like. Wait a minute. What are you doing? How can you do this?
I understand.
How can you do this? Joe Rogan, I'll do it right now. Periodic table's wrong. I did it. That's how he does it. It's a secret. That's how. This is unbelievable. I don't know enough about Action Bronson to know whether or not he's being genuine here or if he's just playing like the buffoon. But Joe Rogan is so hook, line, and sinker on like the actual fucking stupid pill here. It's crazy. Terrence is a method actor working on his next role. That would be big brain. Just watch a few YouTubers on it, Tundra. They do great breakdowns on it. Yeah, I've listened to Action Bronson's music before, but that's all kind of like just whimsy. Like pterodactyls and lasers and Philly cheesesteaks. Like, that's just whimsy. That's not being stupid. That's just being quirky. Or Terrence could be the greatest con man. To a certain extent. He's trying his best to scam Uganda with his hydrogen proton new geometry drones that'll protect Uganda and improve their agriculture. Which don't exist and never will exist. The fucking hydrogen proton geometry drones. So he's scamming in that regard. But other than that, he's just being a fucking moron on the biggest stage ever. And that's about it. Thanks for the membership, Jonah. That would be crazy, Bill.
Because of music, I understand the way I feel what he's saying.
Thanks for the membership, Harrison.
Like, stop trying to uncover shit. Just all these little micro fucking bullshits.
What do you mean?
Like I said, I'm a fucking idiot. I'm trying to regurgitate what I heard. Like, as far as all the elements in between.
Yeah.
Like, why are they there? When they're just.
You and
you know
I
what
will
I'm talking?
never explain this in a way that's not hugely frustrating to anybody who really
I can't
knows
even
it.
remember.
It's not even frustrating. It's just kind of sad. It's just like actually kind of sad. Like, it's hard to even be frustrated. It's just sad. Like, it's just legitimately sad. Listening to this guy fucking fumble through like he had peanut butter in his mouth about the elements in between and the micros, and then openly admit like he's just trying to regurgitate something that he heard. It's just sad. It's not even frustrating. I don't know, man. I guess one thing I don't understand. So both of them are very open about being stupid. So Action Bronson's like, I'm an idiot, so I'm just trying to repeat what I heard once. Why wouldn't you just repeat the thing that you've heard that actually has results? So the math that you've heard, 1 × 1 = 1. Why wouldn't that be what you repeat when you are literally the product of that math? You would have died way before you hit this age if math was never to this level. You would have died of some kind of infection. You would have died trying to like finger your butt in the wrong part of the jungle and got eaten alive. You wouldn't have made it without math. So why wouldn't you be regurgitating that math that is keeping you alive and allowing you to have a career? I don't get it. I don't know why they would gravitate towards actually this math that has nothing to show for it, not a single invention, not a single basis in reality, not a single physical thing to show for it. That's the one I'm going to repeat. I just don't get it. I don't know how you gravitate to that. No, what's that, Joe? Is that a different conspiracy or something? I don't know that one. The least obvious psyop. Do you think? I don't know. I don't know if it's a psyop or not. It's like I know that word gets tossed around like so many other buzzwords, but there is a chance. Like, I do think in this case there is a chance to keep people stupid, because it is legitimately just easier to control stupid people, 100%. So if you just have people like Action Bronson, Joe Rogan, Terrence Howard being like 1 × 1 = 2, don't trust math, and here's the hydrogen proton geometry, also zero's not real. Like, if you have people start believing in that, they become so much easier to control. So it could be a psyop, but I also think it's just equally likely that these dumb fucking people just really love the idea of feeling special and smart, so they just latch onto it. Both could very well be true. I don't know. It's hard to know which one is the right one.
explain this in a way that's not hugely frustrating to anybody who really knows it.
I can't even remember what I'm trying to say, but you know.
Yeah. The way he was explaining how everything's connected.
Exactly.
Yeah, and the entire, the whole scale of it. And the way he was showing it like a geometric pattern. And when you look at it like the way he was describing it, you're like, oh, wow, that kind of makes more sense. It does make sense. That's it. I mean, it just looks beautiful. Oh, that's dope art. I need to know if this...
Okay, here. Then I know what we need to do. I figured it out. I see. How about we start making math and science super fucking hype? So instead of this lame-ass picture here, put it on a pair of titties. I guarantee Joe Rogan in action, Bronson's fucking eyes would pop out of their skull like a Tom and Jerry cartoon going awooga if they saw real math and science, but it was on, like, boobies. Maybe that's all we need. That might be the key. I have not watched that video, but I did see it. Like I saw it got posted, I just haven't watched the journey so far for Elden Ring. I haven't seen that episode, Hunter, but that sounds like a banger. The math gave me a boner, so it must be true. I think we're onto something. I actually think we're onto something. I think that could be the key. That's what we've been missing this whole time.
I'm going to send you this, but it's so cool that I hoped and prayed that it was true, and I didn't even want to Google it. But it's that they took these photons.
I was trying to find that. I saw you
Did you see it?
I didn't find. I Googled it and couldn't find anything.
How could this be fake?
Like
Why would they be
new.
lying to me, Jamie? Why would they be lying to me, Jamie?
It was like,
it's like a child.
Photons had what?
It looked like a yin and yang. I'll tell you what it is. I'll send it to you again. I'll send you the...
It's like a very specific thing they did to them.
Yeah, but...
And it revealed the yin yang?
That's what it looks like.
It's quantum entanglement.
Action Bronson, what does the yin yang mean to you? What do you think that it revealed the yin yang? What do you think those words mean? What the fuck?
Angled photons. So, this is what it looks like. That's quantum entangled photons. Now, again... For the record, I am a fucking idiot, okay? I don't even know what that means. I can say those words, quantum entangled photons, but if you made me, like, write down, without any Googling in an essay what a quantum entangled photon exactly is. But what it looks like...
Aren't photons from light, from sun?
Yeah, but this is the thing. Quantum yin-yang shows two photons being entangled in real time, so it's true.
That's
a stunning
crazy.
experiment which reconstructs the properties of entangled protons from a 2D interface pattern could be used to design faster quantum
a 2D interface, eh?
When you quantumly entangle two photons, they look like a yin and yang. Do you know how insane this is?
What does quantumly entangled mean?
That's a very good question that I can say, and it makes me sound smarter. Quantumly entangled.
But
I couldn't write that down without Googling it exactly.
The quantum entanglement, is it the mixture of these photons together?
Well, I think what it is these particles are entangled in some way.
Jesus Christ. This is such an awesome conversation. Holy shit. That's so good. Hey, well, hope you're enjoying it at least, Joa. Will and Jada's marriage.
Don't have to be in the same place and time, but they react to each other. There's some method or some way of understanding how this is done. It's all squirrely, yellow legal pad, chalkboard with a bunch of squiggles that you don't understand. Bananas talk.
Who the fuck are these people?
Quantum entangled photons. I don't know exactly how they do it. It's a weird connection between two far apart particles that Albert Einstein objected to as spooky action at a distance. Enables two light particles, or photons, to become inextricably bound to each other so that a change to one causes a change in the other, no matter how far apart they are. To make accurate predictions about a quantum object,
what does that have to do with Terrence Howard?
To find its wave function.
We're so far off his math now.
Of its state existing in a superposition.
Is it because of the yin yang?
Possible physical values a photon can take. Entanglement makes finding the wave function of two connected particles a challenge, as any measurement of one also causes
he wrote this. Oh, true, yeah,
change in the other.
Well, why are they depicted in different shades and different colors.
First of all, I don't trust these super dorks at all. Look at the photos of those people.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
What?
They're pretty young.
Yeah, they're all too smart. I don't trust them. They're speaking gibberish.
I need to see some old guys.
Scientists, look at this. Scientists have used a first-of-its-kind technique
What?
to visualize two entangled light particles in real time, making them appear as a stunning quantum yin-yang symbol. The new method, called biphoton digital holography, uses
Go back to Terrence
ultra-high
Howard.
precision.
And fucking, you know, like, how does that...
I don't know if they did.
You don't think so?
No. I think whatever the light
Tie this into
exists
Terrence
in
Howard.
ancient cultures, and now they're finding out is actually two entangled photons.
Yeah, but who came up with all this motherfucking shit, holography? Like, what the fuck is that? Where did this come
Scientist
from
dudes.
now?
Scientist dudes and gals and non-binary folk. What is the actual definition of yin yang, Jamie? Like, what does it exactly mean? I know it's to be balance. Like, and I knew, like, back when I was in high school, all the cool kids got yin yang tattoos.
I want one now. Now I want one.
Now I'm thinking about getting one
Right?
because of the quantum.
When's Terrence Howard come back in?
Yeah, like old days.
Like Pam Anderson.
Click on that. What was that?
Them both together.
Oh, it was only the first 5 minutes. Then I was roped into the quantum entanglement talk. God damn it. I wanted to hear them talk more about Terrence. I ever done psychedelics? Nah, I'm like afraid of psychedelics. Some people have like one bad trip and their whole fucking psyche crumbles. Thanks for the gift sub, Boomer. So nah, I don't do that. So what did we learn? A lot. That was insightful, to say the least. Maybe if you take psychedelics, you'll understand. Maybe that's the only way. That might be the actual only way. Time for some DMT? Yep, I guess so. I'm jacking into teriology. Where's my crack pipe? If you take shrooms, do you get pointy nipples? Like Joe? I don't know. Like I said, I stay away from psychedelics. I don't know if pointy nipples are a side effect, but Joe Rogan's got himself some huge fucking nipples. Those puppies go crazy. Probably not Grim. That reminds me of the bodybuilding forum where a guy argued there's 8 days in a week for 5 pages. Holy shit, that's OG. I remember that. Well, I don't remember like the specifics of it, but I remember that argument. That was back when Dig was still around, I'm pretty sure. Because that got posted on Dig, and I saw it. Is that still up? That's a classic. I think is this the one? I don't remember. I think this is the one, right? Is it safe to do a full body workout every other day? I have limited days so I can get to the gym, and lately instead of doing upper or lower body, I just do full body strength.